welcome to KO Tutorials. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we have almost done with the texturing over here for this game environment. So we'll start up with the lighting part. So what I'll be doing over here is like, let's start putting some lights over here. So I've already placed up a camera as well over here. So what I can do over here is like, first of all I'll just assign one material over here as well if required. So I'll just go over here, I'll take one Vray material and let's give a color. Let's take a Vray light, Vray Sun. I'll go into this. So I want the light to be from which direction. You have to first specify the direction. So let's go over here. If you see in this view over here, I can just put the light from this direction. Either you can go from any other direction as well. So we can add a Vray environmental map, that's a Vray sky over here. Let's click OK. So now again I'll go into this, go into the modify, and we can just go into this and let's change the filter color, and you have the size multiplier. Slightly we can increase the size multiplier, and photon emit radius I can increase that. I can slightly increase the photon emit radius. Also we can slightly increase the ozone over here and increase the turbidity. And if you try to see this, how it's going to look like. Okay, showing very dark. Let's go into rendering, go into render setup. Let's go into GI. I'll just add the GI over here, and if you want we can just add a GI environment, and let's render and see first. So once you add a GI environment, you can see that it's illuminating very high. So I can just select this and go into the intensity multiplier, and I can just make it as 0.3 over here, and let's render it once again. This looks a bit better. So I've just added one V-Ray Sun over here, and if you want to add the light from the other end as well, that also we can just check it out. Now again I'll go over here and okay, we can just slightly tilt it if required, so we won't make it very straight. Let's again go over here and let's add a V-Ray light just to give the fill in the scene. So I'm adding one V-Ray light over here. Slightly I can rotate it, and let's give some temperature, reduce it to 2, go into options, cast shadow, I'll off it, double sided, invisible, no decay. Let's render it once again. Oh, okay, so the light is very high. Slightly I can just make it to 0.5. This looks a bit better. We can slightly shuffle it if required over here. Let's go into the material and let's add a V-Ray HDRI. So I can just add one V-Ray HDRI map over here. We can just check out any HDRI map if we have it. Okay, I'll just take this HDRI map for now. We'll keep it as spherical. Ground projection over here. Let's go into rendering, go into the environment, and I can just drag and drop this V-Ray environment over here. Now again let's go into the render setup and let's go into this. Go into the GI environment. I can add a GI environment slightly. We can add a bit of exposure, the color mapping over here. Just try rendering it once again. Now we can again go into this. Okay, I'll just minimize this. I can just reduce this noise threshold over here. Reflection, refraction, if required, we can just add that, or we'll just off it for now. I'll keep this as medium. I'll just keep it as 120 by 40 for now. Now I'll just save the file once. Again, let's go over here. Let's add one more light right from this direction. We'll keep the multiplier as a bit lesser. And let's render it again in this way. Yeah, this looks better. And if you want to slightly increase the intensity of the light, we can go with it. And if you want to reduce the turbidity, we can slightly reduce the turbidity as well. Also, the ozone, can just render it once. We can keep some glass over here to make it look proper. So I can, if you want, I can just go over here. I'll just take a cylinder. Slightly reduce the height. So again, I'll go over here, take a Vray material, and I can slightly make it as a glass, and slight reflections can be added over here in this way. We can just render it again. Alright, so guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So please like and subscribe my YouTube channel if you're not subscribed yet. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the coming tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.